Welcome everybody to the awesome amazing YouTube channel of the Zelda Ann. I'm Queen Ann and we are going to be reading some funny stories today. I don't know if you guys know about, I'm pretty sure quite a few of you guys know about Reddit, and there's some pretty interesting stories out there, but this one is considered r/entitled parents, and I thought this would be kind of interesting to kind of read. I ended up coming across this the other day and I thought it would be kind of funny to put on the YouTube channel, but here we go. The title of this story is, I want my son to ride the limousine. Sure, if he has a coffin to be in. So sorry for any grammatical errors, but I am Italian and I do not know English very well. Also, sorry if this is not an incredibly long or exciting story, but I thought it would be funny to read. This happened a couple weeks ago. It was the day of my grandmother's funeral. She died in a hospital and I was outside talking to the owner of the funeral company. This dude was also my godfather, and I had a very good relationship with him. It might sound weird that my godfather is the owner of a funeral company, but to me, it's not. He's known me since I was a baby, and he treated me like I was his son. Also, to me, his job is just like any other job, and it even has its benefits. Anyway, here we go. I was and still am 17. The story's cast is EM, entitled Mom, EGF, my godfather, not girlfriend, EK, entitled Kid, even though he doesn't really play a huge role in the story, me, yours truly. We were just outside the hospital talking to each other. Parked in front of us were all the company vehicles, including the one you are all thinking about. All of a sudden, entitled Mother approached us. Hello? Hello? Entitled Mom had her kid just next to her, and he was holding a drink. I was wondering if my son could take a ride on the limousine. She then pointed her finger to the hearse. I think it's called that in English. It took me a while to respond for two reasons. The first one was because that day I had so many thoughts going through my head, and a stranger coming to me out of nowhere caught me by surprise. I'm a very introverted person, and I find it difficult to talk to people I don't know. The second reason was because I was holding my laugh. She legitimately thought that the hearse was a limousine. I'm sorry to say this, but that's not... Are you going to say no to a little child? At this point, I don't know what to say. Miss, believe me, you don't want your son to go in that thing. Ugh, why are you so stingy? Even if he spills his drink in the limousine, it won't be a problem. You have enough money to buy a limousine, so you'll surely have enough to clean it. This is when my godfather comes in. Excuse me, miss. What do you want to do? I want my son to ride the limousine. My godfather then said the most epic thing I have ever heard. Well, sure he can ride the limousine, but only if he has a coffin to be in. Entitled Mother is a bit confused about the response. She takes a good second look at the limousine, and then she realized, I have no idea how she confused a hearse for a limousine. Perhaps the company logo was out of her view or something. However, when she realized the mistake, her skin got pale, and she started walking away as fast as she can with her kid. Me and Godfather just looked at each other and started laughing. I am not gonna lie, I had to get every single bit of strength to read this story without bursting out laughing. I personally don't understand how a mom could confuse a hearse with a limousine. I seriously don't understand, but hey, if he really wants to ride it, I don't think you'd be very comfortable in it, especially with someone who's already in there. The next story is about a teacher who ended up pretty much getting yelled at because her daughter's grades weren't good enough. And I totally ended up reading this story the other day, and I completely understand because I've had to deal with my fair share of entitled parents because I was a substitute for a little while. But here we go. The title is Entitled Mother Tells My Calculus Teacher to Change Her Daughter's Grades, Then Causes a Scene When Told No. Hello, the EM's back at it again on mobile, but English is first language. Cast, Entitled Mother. Do I need to explain? Kid, daughter. Me. Even though I don't talk, I was in class when it happened. Teacher. So I was in pre-calc class today when we hear a knock on the door. The teacher does the usual thing and looks who it is, opens it up, and goes to sit back down. Enter Entitled Mother, who immediately started yelling at teacher. Keep in mind that her daughter was sitting in front of me with her head down the entire time. Entitled Mom. Teacher, change my daughter's grade right now. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of class currently. I don't care. My taxes are paying for your salary and this school, so I have more power than you. Kids are staring at her. Some are laughing. Others are sleeping. It's pre-calc. Can you blame them? Goes on his computer and checks something. Ma'am, your daughter has 84% in this class. She's doing very well. There's no need. Then make it a 90! Mom, just shut up, please. You're making a scene. No, I will get you that 90. Teacher calls security. Security arrives as Entitled Mother keeps yelling and forcing her to leave. Entitled Mother being dragged out. I will get you fired. I will sue you. Class continues, and I'll update if anything else happens. Oh my goodness. 84% is not a bad grade. I don't understand parents that think that is such a horrible grade. I can understand like the kid being like a perfectionist because I am such a huge perfectionist. But if my kid ended up getting 84% in her class, I would be congratulating my kid. But that's just me personally. But whoa, that is really out there. You can't go to your mom's funeral until you passed all your exams next month. FF18. Friends. EP entitled Principal. Biggest douche in the world. My friend went to a boarding school for like 1 year after year 11. There he made many friends. One of these friends was FF. Friend's friend. His mom was severely ill, and unfortunately due to the illness, she died. FF's father was also severely ill. Due to the loss of his wife, who was married to him for over 40 years, friend's dad's emotional health deteriorated. As any normal son would do, FF asked EP if he could go home and come back in 1 month. With all the wisdom in the world, EP responds, "What is more important, your lessons or Mom's funeral?" Friend was really taken aback by this. Principal then has the audacity to say, "I'll make you a deal. If you pass your exams next month, you can go." Now, I would like to point out that Friend was one of the boarding's top student. He never failed any exams, and furthermore, he saved on multiple occasions by getting those grades. Listen, my mom died. Her funeral is tomorrow. Well, I don't care. I'll bring you the evidence. Please, it is literally the last time I will ever get to see my mom. Well, I don't care. You didn't let me go when she was almost dying in the hospital. At least let me go now, please. No means no. Don't be so stubborn and go back to class. Please, I'm imploring you. I will never ask for any holidays after this one. Please, I am begging you. Principal then proceeds to call security to take Friend back to class. For the rest of the day, Friend was extremely sad and became super antisocial. In the evening, he tries one more time, but gets the same answer. This is when Friend flips. I had enough of you, BS. I am leaving whether you like it or not. If you leave, I will make sure you don't come back here, ever. Fine by me. This place is crap anyway. What do you think you say, you entitled brat? Are you effing deaf? I said I'm leaving. This place is crap. With that, Friend just leaves and goes back home. By the way, from the boarding to his home, it was 4 hours' drive. Friend managed to just about get in time for the burial rituals and was not able to see his mom's face. About a month later, Principal calls Friend's dad. Your son has disrespected the institution, so we have taken measures. Your son, by default, has failed all his exams and will have to redo this year. Friend dad yells how the school has disrespected Friend by not allowing him to go to the funeral and how Friend already goes to a better place. This ticked off Principal and demands that Friend's dad pays the fees for the rest of the year. Friend's dad straight up refuses. In the end, the school shuts down because students began leaving the school. Apparently, during the 1 month between the phone call and Friend's mom's death, the student started a revolution and began leaving the board to go to better boardings. I don't know how Friend and his family is doing now, but I assume he is doing well. Wow, that principal is a total jerk. Oh my goodness. Seriously, I try to be understanding with some people, but that is utterly ridiculous that the principal wouldn't let the student go and see his mom for the last time. He was more concerned about schooling. And since this student was doing fairly decent, I am highly surprised he didn't just give him a slap on the back and say, go right ahead, you're doing amazing. But oh my goodness, some people. Well, anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll do more of this stuff. I thought it would be kind of entertaining to read off these different kinds of stories, but I don't know. Tell me how you guys think about this. And if you guys like it, I'll read more stories. I'll even maybe get my hubby to read some because he's got an amazing... He could definitely do the voices a lot better than I can. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure that you follow this channel. Just click on that follow button and also click on the bell so you guys can get notified when more videos end up popping up. And also make sure you follow the Twitch channel. I regularly stream on there. Love to see ya. But anyway, you guys, hope you have a fantastic day and I'll see you guys later.